Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, I can hear myself. Sorry, left the audio on per usual. Dom is coming, hopefully. He's just having a couple of issues, which he's dealing with, and he should be with us shortly. If not, I will persevere in my usual fashion and try and maintain the stream. Well, I can see a few people have turned up for this one, so thank you for doing that. I know we've missed a couple of weeks. That was due to various issues, which I won't bore you with, but it's been a pretty busy week for both myself and Dom last 2 weeks. So we just had it was just trying to keep on top of things, and the stream unfortunately couldn't happen. I had an internet issue the previous week, and then there was just a lot of busyness over last week that we couldn't quite manage to get on stream because we were supposed to do a game last week, but didn't quite work out due to a bit of sickness and stuff like that. So anyway, thank you very much for coming along. I can see Friend Neighbourhood Inquisitors lurking, along with Captain Jack Gumption. Also, John, I'm going to try not to butcher your last name, Manheira. If I got it wrong, I very apologise, but thank you for coming along all the way from New Zealand, I presume, with NZ. That's what I think it is anyway. So thank you for coming along, and anyone else who has lurking there, please make yourself known, and I shall welcome you as well. So yeah, for the orders have taken note of your absent judgment will be pending. I know. We were doing so well as well. I think we've been on a really long streak of consistent streaming for ages, and we just had it's one of those things. It happens. And Vicky's there as well. Of course, she's in the other room watching. At least I always like to think she is, because she's very very good like that. So A, put up with me when I'm not streaming, and B, coming to put up with me while I am streaming. So yeah. So first of all, what's everyone up to this evening? And well, you're all gonna hopefully tell me what you're painting and what your hobby is. I'll let you know what I'm going to be getting on with while those chats are coming in. So, as you know, me and Dom have a Apocalypse game coming up on the 10th of May, 10th, 11th, 12th, something like that. We're doing that. It's that weekend, so Friday onwards, which we're looking forward to. It'll be almost 2 years since we managed to do our last one, because just of various bits going on. And for those of you who are in our Discord, you will have seen my little picture. I say little, quite a large picture of various marine forces. So for anyone who is brand new here and hasn't got access to our Discord, I'll just pop a link in there. If you click on there, that'll take you to the waiting room, and I will get you basically allowed and into that room, so you can actually go and have a look through some of the various channels, because there's quite a nice little community building up there. So we always like to see anyone who is new to the channel, who hasn't necessarily come watch us, come and get involved in there. We do painting challenges. We've got one going on at the moment, which is actually, I think, I can't remember. I'm going to check which day it was now in a minute. It might even be next week. I've completely blanked on when we actually said this one would go in. But I have already seen some pretty cool progression from you guys. Painting sorry, I'll read them in a minute. Let me just find this first, because there's been a lot of activity in here last couple of weeks. So well done, guys. I do try to keep up with it. It's 14th of May, so not next week, but the 14th next week. Brain's not going. That's the week after. That's right, yeah. The week after, day before my payday. Very helpful. Right. So a quick look here. So, hi Andy, and good to see you here. Thank you for coming along. And Rules Lawyer, thank you for lurking in there as well. Fantastic. Like I said, if you haven't joined our Discord, just hello. We've had someone pop in, so I'm going to wave to you and say hello. But I'm also going to add you as a member. There we go. You are now memberfied. Welcome to the thing. So you should now have everything open up to you in the channel. There's a whole load of stuff in there. It might take you a few weeks to go through it all. If you're interested in the pictures I was just talking about, that is in the painting and hobby section. So you can see it's my pre-apocalypse board. So it's where I basically get all of get everything out, and then I add it all together. And then Dom does the same thing at his place. And then essentially that's what we're fighting. I think at the last count we were up to roughly around 18,000 aside. I will be actually taking my red scorpions for a little possibly a last hurrah in this one. I'm not getting rid of them. Just they've got a limited amount of use. And oh, hello, Felpire as well. Thank you for coming along. I hope you're painting your things that you were talking about the other night. So yeah, Capture Jack. Yes, so it was the week after that, so you got a bit of time. And thanks, Andy. Appreciate that. It's been a labour of love. I think sometimes when you only play 2,000, 3,000 point games over a year, you kind of when you kind of forget how much you've actually got boxed away, and sometimes you kind of go, oh yes, I had these, which is a nice problem to have, but also you know, it's like, especially when a lot of it can be legendified as well. So it's nice to get the stuff out that is in Legends at the moment and have a game with them. But we were about 18,000 points in total for my co-force of Black Templars and a small contingent of Red Scorpions, and obviously their kind of attached knight brigade that I've built for my Templars. So as you see in the pictures, there's a few in there. But yes. Orkster, evening, working on my challenge entries, excellent, some eliminators and some blubber. So for any of those who'd forgotten about what the entry was, it was basically essentially painting a theme of either a Black Templar or Word Bearers, because that's what me and Dom primarily collect, kind of it's our main armies. He does Word Bearers, I do Black Templars, and then you can have a kind of, we're trying to kind of get your interpretation of what those armies would look like if you painted them. There was no restriction on the model you used. You didn't have to use a Chaos Marine, you didn't have to use a Space Marine. You could do any model you wanted and just paint it up in the colour scheme that you think most matched that in your vision. And then because we thought it'd be quite a cool one to see what your interpretation of our main armies were, and it was quite nice to tie it in with the Apocalypse game coming up, so we can kind of because we'll actually come out. The competition actually ends the week after we've done the Apocalypse, so that's even better. So we can hopefully tie it all together and have a nice little kind of, here's all your entries, and then hopefully release the Apocalypse game that week. We may even do what we did last time, where we sat down and watched it with you guys on a kind of a live reveal. Maybe on the Tuesday streaming night, we can put it up on a live stream and do a watch together party or something, just for a bit of a laugh. As you know, we don't. When we film our Apocalypse reports, they're not every dice roll because we just don't have the time for that. Because we always try and get them done in 1 to 2 days, which we've always managed so far. Even though the points have increased every year that we've done it steadily. But we're looking forward to getting that kind of rolling, and then and then invite you along maybe to watch that together, because I think that'd be quite cool. For those of you who can join us, if you can't, no problem, it'll still be there, because that's the beauty about a premiere one. You can just go back and watch it from the beginning, and we're hoping that we can pull some other people in to watch this, because it's one of mine and Dom's probably biggest passion things, is doing the Apocalypse-based big style games, because they always they're always just fun to play, and they're pretty sure it's just one of those things that you don't see it a lot nowadays. But when we do it, we like to try and do it on a big scale. We like to try and make it bigger each year. I think I'd imagine if I had a goal about the best Apocalypse game, was if I could have 40,000 points worth of Black Templars against 40,000 points of Word Bearers and / World Eaters, because I know Dom kind of Chaos has I think got a little bit more leeway in that, because they kind of collect both sides. I mean, I could expand my Red Scorpion Force out. I don't know, but I kind of, because there's no genuine rules for it now, I'm not as I'm a little bit disheartened with it, basically. So I'm kind of, I don't really feel like putting a lot of effort into it, because they're one of my most favourite looking armies, but I do miss the fact that all the lore kind of is still there, but all the rules they did have back from Imperial Arm it's kind of all disappeared. Now essentially it's kind of like, oh, we just play Ultramarines, but they've when they legendified their Chapter Master Callan Cover the Risen, which wasn't even that old a model, it kind of took the little heart out of that army, in my opinion, because that was quite a cool thing, because obviously he was interned in a Leviathan Dreadnought to serve on as a kind of a character / not a chapter master, but a character leader Dreadnought, which I always loved, because it was like, it's one of the models I had was like the Chaplain Dreadnought, as an example, which I'm always keep an eye out for one. And I know there probably are some out there that are wildly overpriced, so I guess we'll see if that turns up. You never know. So what else we got going on here anyway, guys? Just going to have a quick look through. So Rules Lawyer is painting yet more Heresy Dark Angels. How is that project coming on, man? Hope you're enjoying doing those. I know Dom once upon a time fancied doing Horus Heresy Dark Angels. In fact, actually, we almost did Horus Heresy Dark Angels versus Night Lords, because obviously they had quite a bit of involvement in their little engagement area or element of battle where they were fighting. But it never quite got off the ground. But it's mainly because I think at the time, I'm trying to remember actually at the time, I think the rules were being flipped. Oh, hello, we've got a contender for someone to join. Let's see. Can you hear me, Dom?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. Sorry, I'm late. I'm here now.
That's all right, mate. That is no problem at all, sir. I've just been rabbiting on for X amount of minutes, as I do when I'm on my own.
As you should.
And then I wear my voice out really quickly and want to stop after half an hour.
Well, that's understandable, Tom. It's quite hard to stream by yourself sometimes.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I had a fair amount because we had 2 weeks off, so we had a bit of content there. So I was still going. It's all good. I was just going through some of the guys. We had some new people turn up in chat as well, so keep an eye out for them. Also, just invited someone into the Discord. So
happy days. This all sounds very positive. Maybe I should be late more often. It sounds as you've done very well.
I don't know, mate. I don't
know. However, Tom, I know you've put a picture up on YouTube of your massive Apocalypse Force.
You going to do yours now?
Well, I'm not going to put a picture up. My phone's like 15%. It's been a very stressful day. However...
Oh, you can get in the background. Oh, there you go. However, I'm sure Dom will do some photos at some point to counter my ones because it's almost like a 2-week build-up. I've done mine this week. Dom can do his next week, and then we've got some. I think we may even do some pre-videos or some stuff. I'm going to guess. So we'll see how we go.
I am super hyped for this, Tom.
Me too. I was just going through it just as you arrived. So it's very opportune that you arrived.
There we go. Yes. So. Here we go. Yeah, this is pretty incredible, to be honest. Obviously, the Titan isn't here because I want to take some photos. It's in the box still at the moment. Oh, okay. I want to take some photos. Oh, and I've still got 3 nights to put out. Oh God, I don't know how I'm going to fit this on the board.
Well, we do our best, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got a fair bit there, and it's amazing. It's super exciting times. Apocalypse is obviously our bread and butter. We love this stuff. I'm going to turn this big light off. I'm going to offend my eyes.
It's very bright. That's better. That's a bit more, gives you a slightly more natural glow rather than.
Yeah, I'm a bit more chilled. It's more my kind of lighting. A bit more.
He likes hanging out in dark alleyways, Dom does.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Very low level gas lamp lighting.
Offering hand shandies to anyone who will take.
Oh, we're going down this route, are we? I see.
So yeah, what hobby prep have you been doing, Tom? Or is it just laying all your models out and saying, "Look at my glory"? Oh no, not Titan stuff.
I was getting the weapons prepped, so because I'm just changing the color scheme on them slightly and cleaning down a bit. So the red's going to be repainted to be less dulled down, on it a bit more vivid, so a bit more brighter red. Some slightly better highlighting, and I'm also this barely even looks painted, so I'm gonna. There you go.
Yeah, you need a bit more detail.
I'm gonna give that a bit of a detail because essentially once I've done these, I'm kind of happy enough to have it on the table. There's lots of other bits I want to do, but from a filming point of view, I'm kind of happy with it to be filmed in that state. It's just these two were the last 2 bits because other than that, I'm not touching anything else. Because unfortunately, if I had time, Vicky was basically giving away wholesale her. Crimson Fist. So I'd done some modding on this, put the sides on because luckily they just about fit in, not perfectly, I might add. And also I've got another, Land Raider.
Nice.
I'm doing that as well. Yeah.
You know how expensive they are on eBay? It's ridiculous.
What, Land Raiders?
Yeah.
Aren't they quite expensive anyway?
Well, they are expensive anyway, but I mean on eBay they're even more expensive. Well, they're not more expensive, but
why are you buying on eBay? Buy it from the store.
Oh, well, Tom, let's not go on about Games Workshop's pricing. And I like to give second-hand models a bit of love.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I was thinking about this earlier. I was thinking if I'd sold an army or sold a big, well, I have sold armies in the past. I try not to make a habit of it though, as you know. If I sold a big chunk of models to someone, I would like to think they're going somewhere where they're going to be looked after, a bit like a pet. I think
to be fair,
I don't know if anyone else feels the same in the chat. Mate, if you do about
who have most of my armies gone to, and he's in this chat tonight.
Oh, it's Andy Ashby.
Yeah, and I know
But the
they've
problem with
gone
Andy
to a good
Ashby, I've
place.
seen what he does. He just gets them out, lines them all along a fence, and then gets his gun out and
He's actually apart from one army, but apart from my Grey Knights, he's one of the only people that. So my watch is just telling me apparently my stress level is unusually high, which I'm slightly.
Is it the
confused
idea
about.
of Andy Ashby shooting the wrong? I mean, have you ever seen the Tau Army again?
I don't know. To be fair, no, not that army. But then to be fair, I still haven't managed to get a game with Andy in for quite a while. To be honest, I do need to actually come through with that and actually get it done. It would be good. But maybe he could bring the Tau over and I can beat them with my Black Templars.
Yeah, there we go.
Or Vicky can.
Bam, bam, bam.
With the World Eaters.
But yes, so I do like to think they're going to a good home, and also that the flip reverse of that is that when I'm buying second-hand models, I like to think I am giving them a good home, because I do like to repaint them, give them another purpose, and get them in a game as they should be treated well.
And sorry, Andy was saying he's got a Blood Bowl League match, so you'll have to go shortly. Fair enough, mate. Hope you enjoy that.
Oh, nice! Is that at Galleon Games, Andy?
And they will be loved. Very excited about New Orc Codex. There we go. I mean, I would be if I had orcs left, but I don't. So,
I mean, I was looking at orcs the other day. So.
You don't need another army, just like I don't need another army.
I was looking at them, and I was like, similar process to my World Eaters, where I was like, I'm just going to do X amount, and it was going to be a low model count army, similar to what your orc army was, but no green tide. No 100 orc boys, or whatever you were trying for.
I did it. I did have 100 boys. Be like this. It was the worst painting weekend I've ever had.
Yeah, so it was going to be all like Mega Armored Knobs, Gorkanauts, Morkanauts, Killer Cans, Death Dreads. Just everything's got like a massive bit of armor on it, and I was like, that'd be quite cool. But it didn't work out what paint scheme I want to do for them, so it's just in my mind at the moment rather than anything else. Captain Jack, every army I've sold on eBay, I've always gone to people who sell second-hand armies on eBay. Kind of makes me sad. Oh man, yeah, that's a killer.
There's a lot of that going around as well.
Well, the only things I've sold on eBay recently were like my pile of shame, grey pile of shame, and some odds and ends I had.
Did you get a good price?
I got a Titan out of it, Tom. So yes, I did get a good price.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. So that was all the money. My pile of shame went towards my Warhound, which I was very happy with. But some of the stuff I did sell did go to a second-hand market on eBay. So yeah, a bit of a anticlimax. And I'm not a massive fan about selling armies, as you know, Tom.
Neither am I really. They were quite difficult to do, but I just had to do it. It was the right thing to do at the time. So I feel much happier now with the lighter load of stuff that I need to do. So I'm happy just to keep what I have now and just expand it as I want to see fit. So
good, and so you should be, Tom. But yeah, I've just looked behind me, and all of these models are also in the army. I've got the Khitan, those three.
How many knights you got in total again? The big ones? The middle-sized knights, as I'm calling them
now. 4.
Okay, I've got 3.
4 moderate ones. The Tyrant. 5 little ones. And the Lord of Scars and Khitan.
Because last time I checked, I think I was at 17-something thousand and something. So maybe I should put that extra tank in.
Yeah, hang on. Let me work out what I've got. So what I've got on this list is everything that is currently painted that I was willing to take.
You have standards.
I know. Yeah, I know there's stuff I've got that I don't necessarily would want to take.
To be fair, I've left a few things out as well. So, and they're not things I'm willing to put on the board unless absolutely necessary. So,
because I've got my whole cavalry detachment for my demons.
Oh god.
But currently 17,720.
17,720.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I might be very close to that, so I will check. So maybe we'll just leave it as is.
That's a bit of a random number.
That is including your Titan as well, yeah?
Yeah, it's including Titan, yeah.
I can get it to 18.
Yeah, I reckon we go for 18, Tom.
I'll get it to 18.
We can do 18.
That's what we said we were doing. So we'll try.
Yep.
I can get it to 18. I think one of those tanks is 300 and something, so that'll sort out. And it'll balance out the super heavy count as well. Because
I mean, if even like push come to shove, Tom, look, got a Helldrake just sitting here, so throw that in.
well, I've got some Grey Knight painted Storm Ravens, 2 of them.
No, there we go. Look, we're okay. I mean, some Grey Knights would be cool to have in the army, just like a squad in a Storm Raven.
Just don't have any.
I think that'd be awesome. Just like, oh, we're here for the demon element.
Oh, yeah, and then look at the demon element and go, we didn't bring enough people.
yeah. We might have.
We underestimated the amount of demons.
We might have
as well as planet.
underestimated what's going on. We didn't realise there would be quite so many.
You probably saw obviously all my pictures. You saw my scorpions, and I must
Yes.
admit, when I had them all out, I was like, "Oh, I miss this army."
They look really good.
I know.
They look really nice, mate.
Especially, I think when I got the Castus Assault Ram out, and I was like, "Oh, that looks so nice in grey and yellow." And then I was just like, but then I'm thinking, but Cullen can't even lead his own army anymore because he's a legend. You know, it's like it just makes me very sad.
Yeah.
I was just saying that earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, makes me sad.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? When you've
It's
got
fine.
characters.
He's coming along though. Also, because the other really annoying thing is, right, you'll love this, is because I added this to like a Black Templar core list. He won't let me add any bloody librarians, so I couldn't put your favourite mate Severin in.
Oh no! Severin Sloth.
But to be fair, actually, what I was going to do to solve rules issues, because they can basically pick anything. I was just going to say they were Black Templars. Solves all of my rules problems, nice and easy, because I don't have any official rules. So I'm just going to say they are descendants of the Black Templars somehow.
Well, you don't know their founding, do you?
No,
you can
exactly.
assume it's Ultramarines, but I've got a feeling it's Black Templars.
Yeah,
really.
I would say that, or Imperial Fist. Yeah.
No, not Imperial Fist. Straight from the Black Templars.
Just straight from the Black Templars. Yeah.
Yeah, straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Copy paste.
Copy and paste. So, but yeah,
Yep.
from a rules point of view, it just made more sense for this particular game. So, I think I will stick with that. Yes. And I'm looking forward to that.
Myself and Tom have spoken about like army-wide rules we're going to use, and I think like I mentioned, because my Chaos contingent has got 4 different forces in it: Chaos Knights, Demons, World Eaters, Chaos Space Marines. I will be taking the army-wide rule for Chaos Space Marines and World Eaters. I'm not even going to bother with the other 2 because I'm completely unfamiliar with them in a game aspect, and it's just makes things overly complicated when the World Eater army-wide rule will just affect the World Eaters and nothing else. And the Chaos Space Marines is Chaos Space Marines.
Yeah.
So that's done.
Nice and easy.
Done.
You got to make it when you're playing at this point level. You have to make it easy to remember, otherwise you just forget anyway, and then you haven't used it anyway. So that's it. So you're not going to play with all your blood tithe points and stuff, then?
I am playing Blood. That's why my World Eaters.
Oh, okay. All right. I see.
I think it'd be anticlimactic if Angron didn't keep coming back for 5 turns.
Yeah, for 5 turns, you bloody better not.
Oh, he's back again.
What else we got here? So, Captain, every army. Sorry, that reminds me. I still have to sell my Votan. Fair enough. Captain Jack says you've both got Cerastus Lancer in spirit, Templar in colours, Chaos in nature.
Actually, talking of which, Jack, if you're not a member already, guys, check out our Discord. Jack put an amazing picture of his knight up on Discord, and Jack, I love the pose of that knight. It is very nice. I was going to message you, but I keep looking at it. I'm like, that looks so cool. So amazing, well done. I would give you a clap, but hopefully we'll see it in the future at some point.
Well,
anyway.
that's for his entry.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's really good.
If you just pre-announce the winner, that's really rude. All those poor other people.
I remember the rule of no Jack wins. Don't let Jack win.
I've got to find a way to let the audience vote as well at some point. I think that'd be quite a cool.
Put a poll up on the chat.
Yeah, it's just because I always find it's unfair when there's not enough people watching to make the poll kind of meaningful, if that makes sense. So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And everyone vote for themselves. We'd never know. They'd never know.
I have won
a bid on eBay. and hopefully it will arrive before the Apocalypse game. I doubt it will, and it probably won't appear on Apocalypse. However, it is Cypher, the Fallen Angel, because
just playing green and different.
whoa,
And then dip it in quick shade.
No, we're not doing green.
Oh, sorry, I just going back to some old techniques I heard about.
They're all red. All my special characters from now on.
Okay,
red.
Mephisto in red, quick shade.
Like Harkham Wordbearer. He's
Oh, no.
Yeah, Harkham Wordbearer. He's brilliant. I've even converted him a little bit, so he is slightly.
Well, you'll get to see the Land Raider Helios again.
Oh yeah, that's a cool model.
Yeah, and the Whirlwind Scorpius.
Yep, very nice. Bit of indirect fire. Maybe I need to put some Traitor Guard in my list. Maybe I need to get the Minotaur up and running.
You want them to kind of... Oh, I don't want that Minotaur fire, Jesus. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if it's any good now. I assume it's not fantastic.
I don't know if it's even on. It might be on the Imperial Armour.
Oh, I think it's in...
Oh.
Cypher really is a nice looking model. Thought that about him for a kit bash. Kit bash, eh?
Yeah, and he's also gone down in points recently as well, which I think is just a sign that I have to play him at some point. I'm thinking maybe our doubles team. Tom.
Oh, yes, I need to get that booked actually. Are you okay for that day, do you reckon?
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's all in the calendar.
Lovely. I will get it booked.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Just for those who aren't aware, we are attending a doubles match again, but much more locally this time. So hopefully we won't be as tired while playing the game as we were last time, and not.
Is that our normal excuse?
That's what I'm going with, mate. And I think you should definitely get on board with it because it covers both of us very well. Because we are regular winners of all 40k tournaments around here. Just another
we're pretty good actually. Now you mentioned it, we are quite good. We're on the cutting edge of meta
the worst players ever.
The Minotaur is a legend unit. Do you want to know what the Minotaur does these days?
No, go on then.
Okay. Let's go through its stat line because I know people care about the Minotaur. If people don't know what a Minotaur is, it's a double-barrel basilisk.
Because one barrel wasn't enough.
Okay, so special rules first. You subtract 1 from the damage characteristics of its attacks when it gets shot at. So that's quite cool. That's pretty much it for the special rules. Stat line is movement 10. It's not too bad, is it really? Toughness 11, 2+ save, 18 wounds. OC 5, leadership 7. Don't care about that. It's not too bad, is it really? Right, it's main cannon. Range 240 inches.
Because 60's not enough.
Yeah, exactly. Attacks D6 +3, and it's blast. That's quite tasty, really, isn't it? 4+ to hit, strength 8, AP -2, 2 damage, and it's twin linked.
Very nice.
Pretty cool.
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Maybe he will appear. Maybe he will.
Just having a look through. I just wonder what Cullen's stat line was as well. Oh, yeah, here we are. So he actually had, even for Leviathan, because he's a character, he gets an invulnerable save, so he still has it, 5 up invulnerable.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that's it. And then he's how many wounds is he carrying? 12 wounds. Toughness 10.
Ooh, he's a big boy.
2 up save and OC 4. And they get other than that though, I'm just seeing if they've got anything. They've still got Death Hold. Oh, when making range checks, this model does not suffer the penalty to hit rolls when engagement range. Okay, fair enough. Just having a look at his other twin Scorpius. Okay, 5 attacks with his claw now. Strength 12. 4 damage apiece.
Nice. I reckon what we should do, Tom, for an interesting video would be we have a duel between Cullen and the Minotaur. But to be fair, we keep the range. Starting distance is 240 inches.
You want to see if he makes it?
Yeah,
you know he would. You know he would. He's so obstinate. He would be I don't care if I've lost both my arms. I'm going to ram you with my head.
Exactly.
I'll just have a look through see if I can find anything else. That, to be fair, I can't find Severin in here anyway, even on an Imperial Fist one. He seems to have just disappeared. He must have been removed completely from the list. He doesn't even get an age. I think that's sad.
Sad times. What hobby is everyone doing tonight, by the way, guys?
There was a hell of a lot right at the top. So yeah, I'm sure.
I know you're probably all going through it at the moment and hobbying away like little hobby beavers.
Oh yeah, I can check the old Spartan out. Let's see what the Spartan's got going, shall we?
Oh yeah, Spartan's quite a tasty unit to be having.
I'm not disappointed that I've got that.
I've repainted one of my defilers. I'm going to repaint these ones as well. So these are my defilers.
Oh yeah.
These are the old paint scheme. And they're such cool models. These are the ones that kind of got me into World Eaters.
I reckon they're going to redo them. I reckon they'll come out as a new kit soon.
I don't even think they'll do that at all. I don't think there'll be a new kit. I think they'll just slowly phase them out.
You reckon? Oh, but it's such an iconic model.
It is a very cool model, but the rules they're not great. They never get a change to their stats or anything like that. And I think it's one of those units that will slowly just die a death, unfortunately. Nice friendly neighborhood because the word bearer's master of possession after work today. Very cool. Hello, John. Are you new?
Yes, John is. He popped on and said hello earlier on at the very start of the stream. So all the way from New Zealand, as I understand as well. So
amazing. Well, welcome, John. Welcome to our friendly little.
Just talking about kind of walker units in. I'm just finding a picture of something that I saw. Because as you know, I play a bit of Total War Warhammer as well, as in like standard Total War Warhammer, as in the new one that came out number 3, and I saw a Chaos Dwarf model, which I was like, hang on a minute, have they just taken out of 40k? I want to see what you think. I won't colour your judgment. I'm just going to find it. Okay. I'm just trying to find a decent picture of it because it's obviously, but it was actually like, oh. I said to Dom, I know what Dom would think of that is straight away. I'm just trying to find the damn thing now. Here we go. Is that one there? Yeah, there we go.
Go for it.
Oh no, hang on a minute. Sorry, it's just it was a picture linked to another picture, so I've got to find the picture in the list of models in the units. So once I found it, I'll put up. You carry on though, Dom, and
I'll. Well, what I was going to say is I dug out my old Khan the Betrayer. He was playing Snakes and Ladders this weekend with my my youngest. So there he is. Khan.
It's good that they've got a second life, isn't it?
Ooh, Dennis Snake. Dennis Snake. Yeah, he was having a great time. Also, months ago I painted a Marine for my youngest, and yeah, she was using that one, and we had Khan the Betrayer. It was a great little 40k Snakes and Ladders scenario.
No, I did actually just find it, so I'm just.
Yes, John, they are very lucky. Lamenters are the best chapter, and they're very lucky. In fact, to be fair, I think Lamenters would be the chapter that I'd end up playing because my dice rolls are diabolical. They are the worst dice rolls ever. If you could go as far away from Lamenters as you possibly could, you'd end up with Tom, where he just rolls 6s all day long.
Don't Yeah, that's not true. But yeah, unfortunately, the stream is now covered with with the thing I was talking about.
What the bejesus is that? Is that a juggernaut?
It could have been a juggernaut or a forge fiend. I thought either one. Yeah. And I saw it the other night when I was playing. I was playing the Chaos Sword. I was like, oh my god, this is just. It was so cool.
Wow.
It was just like, very cool. Cool thing to see. I know it's a very kind of unlinked universe, sort of, because it's old world still as well. So
yeah,
the Total War series, it's not gone to the new Empire-y. What should we call it? Age of Sigmar. That's what I'm looking for. It has not been signified, so it's still all old world. So just quite
old world in a vacuum.
Yeah, basically, exactly. So yeah,
very cool. That is very nice.
Right, where's that? Just going to close a few of these down because I've got tons of bloody pages open now.
Pages all over the place.
There we go.
So, John, we're going to help you find a Marine chapter. For any neighborhood inquisitors saying Crimson Fists are always a great option. Same with Emperor Spears. Emperor Spears are quite cool. If you're not familiar with them, Aaron Dembski Bowden did a book on them. I don't know if he just did more than one book. I don't know, but they are very cool. I like the idea of them.
Soul
Raven Guard,
drinkers.
soul drinkers. No, not soul drinkers. Raven Guard are my personal favourite established chapter. Simple paint scheme too from Captain Jack there. Yep, Raven Guard are cool.
I'm trying to think about kind of offshoot ones because I quite like Carcadons.
Yeah, they're cool, aren't they?
I think the Carcadons would be pretty cool.
I don't know, like when we're painting those or Raven Guard, how are we doing the skin, guys? How are we thinking about painting skin on them? Because if we're keeping close to the narrative, they're very pale lot, aren't they, really? Do friendly neighborhood, because it says Emperor Spears. I have one book and 2 or 3 short stories. Yeah, I remember the first or the main book. It's very cool. I'm trying to think what kind of lore they have to them. I think, are they like a Celtic kind of chapter? Something along those lines?
The Exorcists.
Exorcists, yep. Howling Griffins. That's a nice challenge for a painting. How good are you at painting, John? Are you an accomplished painter? Do you want a bit of a challenge?
Legion of the Damned.
To know because what are you painting, Rules Lawyer? What are you painting?
I think he was doing his heresy stuff.
Yeah, John. They are. I think they're a bluish color, aren't they? It's quite a basic paint scheme, John. It's not the most challenging. Cool.
Shall I find it?
Yeah, have a look. See if we can find it. Skin pin down there. Pallid witch flesh is not too bad. I use that for scripture on my word bearers. Quite cool. Oh, that's what I need to do tonight. Hard coat.
There's something you're putting back together or something.
Transfers. I did some transfers on my Havocs, and I haven't.
Yeah, Emperor Spears are blue. I am not going to post up loads of pictures because there's quite a lot of very well painted pictures which I'd have to give credit for, which I didn't want to be cheeky and just steal someone's work and put it up. Because of most of these, I can't find any official looking. They're kind of a pale blue. Oh, here we go. There's one on the Lexicanum. Good old reliable Lexicanum. Got to save the image first, and then I shall put it up. All right.
As you do that, I'm gonna get some.
Boom!
Oh, there he is. Look. Nice basic paint scheme. Very straightforward.
Yeah, you don't need to get over the top with it, which is nice. It's just it's a very nice paint. It's kind of like an off ultramarine blue, isn't it? And a lighter kind of thing, I suppose. Much lighter.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, definitely, it's not a bad one.
Good.
It's like the knee pad is a thing, though. Yes, you need to go, mate.
No. I'm literally just getting some models.
Oh, fine. No worries. While he's away. Quick, everyone say something about him while he's away. I know you can read it when he gets back. Private message me, don't put it in the real chat.
There you go, look, my Havocs.
Nice.
Such cool guns.
So they like Celtic hunter types. Ultramarine successors, they don't like G-Man very much. Hyper-aggressive combat doctrines, and their librarians, Temporary Chapmans, and apothecaries are the same person. Oh, cool. Rules like I say, Minotaurs, Carcadons, Red Scorpions, Red Hunters, Exorcists. Yeah, Raptors are pretty unique looking if you want to do military, space marine look. Yeah, I've actually seen some people do Raptor arms. They're quite very regimentally looking. But obviously, yeah, I'd be very biased to say do Red Scorpions because I love Red Scorpions. If you haven't seen my Red Scorpion videos and you want to see a few if you want to have a bit more detail on them, I do actually have I think I've got a playlist knocking about here somewhere. I'm fairly certain. I'll just see if I can find it, shall I?
But they will also be appearing in our Apocalypse game.
They will be, yes. 100%.
And just for you, John, I will not take all of Red Scorpions off the board in turn 1.
I
Get some
actually
detailed
can't
shots.
find the playlist for it. Actually, it's interesting. I wonder if it's been buried. Let's do a quick search for one. I'm trying to think. We've done Christ, was that the last time I did a project update in 2021?
Well, your Red Scorpions have kind of been in retirement for a little while, haven't they?
Well, yeah, they kind of got a bit.
Level up.
Excuse me. That was additional music that came through there.
Hear anything?
That was an advert. Oh god, yes, this is one of my older videos. Oh, but it does have a nice overall shot of the army, so I'll post it in chat, guys, and if anyone hasn't watched it, it's from 2021, Dom.
Wow. A fair while ago, Thomas. Maybe you're falling back in love with your Red Scorpions. Maybe you're going to add some more units in.
Well, you know, I do have some Primaris in there, so they were kind of bleeding in. It could be potentially done. It's just the units I really like don't have anything now.
Yeah, I'd say that as well, John. Like whatever you're looking to do, just make sure you actually really like the look of them and the feel of them. Don't just go for either an easy paint scheme or the rules. Just go for one that maybe it kind of talks to you a little bit lore wise.
Because one of the best thing I did was buying the obviously the Pure Arm books for the Badab, Badab was very good. So that's the quality of content I want to hear. Well, I'm sorry, you don't normally get live ads. I just happened to I had to load up the video to check what was on it, and the volume was at max. So unfortunately, it gets played back through my setup, so because it's not isolated. I blame Dom personally.
Hello. Right, what's that?
And I almost just spilt water everywhere as well, which has been very bad. So I would have had to be a stream off, and I'll come back in a moment.
Gone wrong. It's all gone wrong.
But yeah, so as I was saying, Pockets game is scheduled for the weekend of the 10th through thing, and then we'll. So I was saying actually it worked out quite well on because we can have the painting competition reveal on the Tuesday potentially.
Yep.
And the following week maybe we can do a premiere watch on the live stream.
Yes, definitely.
Because like we did last time, and sit down at our normal stream time and just watch with anyone who wants to watch.
Yeah, that'd be good. Bring popcorn.
Chat through with you guys. I mean, obviously it would only be on. I'll have a look and see if I can work out a way that we can still be on the thing, but I don't think that's going to be doable because it's not really a live stream. So I don't know if I can actually have us on the screen chatting away. I don't think that'll work if I remember correctly.
Well, we'll both be on the chat.
We can maybe we can start a Discord chat. We'll do a Discord one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. How did we communicate last time through?
We did the chat, but what we can do is if we can get a Discord going.
Yeah.
We can start a group up. We can do it where we can only speak, or if you guys want to speak, just we can have like a little Q&As while we're watching it and stuff like that. So maybe we'll sort that out. That's probably the better way to do it. And then essentially on the YouTube chat, which we can have up while we're streaming, we can also say, actually, if you do want to come and join the chat, we are in here, and come and join Discord basically. So that way, everyone can potentially get involved.
Everyone's a winner.
I have an answer. It should be good.
Oh my gosh.
Anyone else has crept into the room yet? No, all good. So, but yes, if you know anyone who's interested in joining the channel space or wants to have who might think like what we're doing, send them our way, and we'll induct them into the machine of Black Toad.
Yes, we shall. The machine.
The machine.
The machine of the Toad.
I'm just going to check the Whirlwind Scorpius launcher now as well.
It's quite heavy, this thing.
I haven't seen the rules on that for a while. What's this do? Oh, okay. 2d3 plus 3 shots. Just blast with indirect fire. Strength 6 minus 1, 2 damage.
Ooh.
Should take out some irritating people.
What? What about warning shots? You're not going to find any warning shots first?
Yeah, they're attached to the real bullets. If you're interested in a highly suggested book, Spear of the Emperor by Aaron Cool, and he's also liking Red Scorpions, Red Hunters, and Minotaurs. I must admit, I'm very biased. I loved painting the Red Scorpions. They were a very fun army to paint once you got the scheme down. They're a very interesting mix of colours in comparison to a lot of other armies. I know grey may sound a bit boring, but I think because the grey and the yellow offsets each other very nicely.
Yeah.
The pop of red on the Scorpion patches, it was very good to make. It's just very sad you can't actually buy all the genuine kit from Forge World for the shoulder pads and all the other bits now. But you know, this is just. I mean, I say Forge World doesn't even exist anymore, does it? Sorry.
Forge who?
It doesn't exist anymore, does it? It's gone now, isn't it? Forge World. It's completely gone.
Has it gone?
I'm going to check now. I think it has because I think it just directs you to the.
Yeah, I think it just directs you. I think you can.
They've got the Forge World store still.
Yeah.
That's obviously in there only at Warhammer World. Other than that, there is no more website now.
Oh, the new made to order models.
This is a Warhammer community.
Well, there was some on Warhammer community. I went on the GW one, and they had the old classic Blood Axe commandos.
Oh, okay.
Well, they're such fun models.
However, if you are on the Warhammer page, what about the new Magic representations?
What, on the Warhammer or the community?
So the Forbidden Power ones, yeah.
Oh,
so the Clash with the Eldritch manifestation is demolished. Yeah, so there's like manifestations of like magic for Age of Sigmar, new AOS. Jesus.
Oh, they had that before, didn't they? In the old AOS.
Yeah, I think they've added. But I think they've added new sculpts, haven't they? I think.
Yeah.
They look insane.
That's quite cool. Yeah, that snaky blood snake thing. That looks pretty.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. That would be really cool in an army. I need someone doing a scorpion. Yeah, why don't you buy a brass scorpion?
Tom, I don't know if you're familiar with how Games Workshop work these days, but it's like £300 for a legend unit.
I don't understand.
No, I know you don't.
Do you know, mate? It's not actually.
What?
It's £205.
Oh, in that case, no, I take it back.
For a greater brass scorpion, it's £205. I just had to go and check because I was curious. Because that's not that bad. To be fair,
that's true.
For that one, that's not actually that bad. Although it's temporarily out of stock. Yeah. So God knows when that'll ever come back in again. So I haven't gone through the kind of the professional building stall. Although you can't now, can you? I think you just have to look for it, don't you?
How much are the Titans these days?
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
£420 for.
I want a Reaver. That's my next.
The Reaver Titan.
I mean, the Reaver missile launch shows 80 quid.
Where's the body?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the bloody body. Oh, there we are. No, that's not it. That's the smaller one.
Oh, so much on this.
Okay, everyone. Well, while we're going for this, guys, in general, all of you should go to the new Warhammer.com website and go and browse their shop. I want everyone in here who can do that, go and do that, and I want everyone to come back with a rating out of 10 for how you think the site operates. All right? I'm not going to just do that. If you've got time, go have a quick look and let us know what you think of how the site is. I've got some strong views on it.
Yeah, it's very pro, this website. £630 for the Reaver body. Right, and then you've got to go get the guns.
90. It's 90.
Oh,
as they would say on a car, it's 90 a corner.
I just add it to my basket. Like I'm
£92 for the Titan Power Claw.
Accidentally buy a Titan.
£80 for the missile launcher.
Yeah. That's out of stock. Yeah, just let me get this back. Where is the big gun?
Which one? The Tri one? Or the Gatler?
Yeah.
It's the Battle Titan Gatling Blaster or the Battle Titan Laser Blaster are the two you're looking for, I believe.
I want the Chaos. Is it a Chaos one? There must be a Chaos.
I don't know, actually.
You've got the Chaos Reaver Claw. Jeez, like just for the claw and the missile, you're looking at 170 something pounds. Oh, how can I just get more than one? Okay. Oh, here we are. Yeah, and the laser. Oh.
Yeah. Did you find the Chaos ones, or were they not Chaos ones?
The claw is.
But everything else is standardised. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I think the main gun's the main gun.
See, the annoying thing is, right? as I play normal, obviously Marines, I'd have to get the standard Reaver Titan, but I do think the Chaos one looks cooler.
The Chaos one is
The
amazing.
teeth around the top of it are just...
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's eating its own face.
Yeah. Such an incredible model. Look how happy they are in their little...
We had any, I don't know if anyone else to go and look at the site as a...
I know, I think I was just going, oh, 3 out of 10 from Navy.
Yeah, 3.
Weird.
I'll tell you what, Jack, I haven't tried it on a phone or a browser. So
The problem is I'm getting used to it now. So when I'm looking at it, it's easier to navigate. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it's easier on a phone than it is. And I mean, to be fair, it kind of makes sense because most people will be on a phone when they're ordering.
That's what I was about to say. I suppose from that point of view, yeah, I haven't. And by the way, Rules, that looks really cool. I just did go and check Discord quickly to look at your work in progress shot. Nice work. That's come together nicely.
I mean, that's like...
It's tempting, isn't it? Sometimes you sit there and sort of go, I'm saving for a house right now. Oh, wait a minute, is Vicky still on there? I did hear my voice. Vicky, I'm not buying a Titan. Dom made me.
Can't be a full guy for everything, Thomas.
You can be for models, mate.
Keep looking at it. I can't stop looking at it. That's nice, though.
Have a look at another thing. Just go somewhere else completely. Just click on Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress. That'll stop you doing anything. There you go. Didn't realise that was even still being sold.
There you go. Apparently, the Reaver Titan is a lot easier to make than the Warhound Titan.
That's because it's bigger. I think the bigger the model.
No, I think generally the Warhound, it's because you've got all the toe assemblies. A lot of it's a lot.
Well, so I mean, because the leg's bigger, there's no toe assembly, is it? Because it just literally slots into they're like basically walking tree chunks.
No toes, essentially. Yeah. Just. Boom, boom, boom.
And the same with the arms, because they come with kind of push on. I think they're a little bit better designed than the other ones. God knows what kind of magnet you need to hold that on.
Looking at it. It looks a lot. And I don't think you can get that much of a pose out of the Reaver that you can with the Warhound. A bit more of a...
no, because it's more blocky, isn't it, really, in a way. What else we got here? He needs it, though. Vicky just told me to buy the Titan. Okay. Oh. Right.
Done.
So Dom and Vicky have asked me to buy it.
Let's Reaver Titan. Let's Google images of it.
I see that. What I'll do, Cap Jack, is I'll screenshot it. Oh, see, there's the caveat. Got to buy me one as well. Oh, £1,200.
I think you're going to be at your flat for a little bit longer.
That's had a couple of months on. Just sitting there in our plastic pile. Worth it. Pew, pew, pew.
It's such a... the thing with, like, Titans, and don't get me wrong, like, Titans are amazing models to own, paint, build, play. Amazing. Like, but essentially, they are a massive waste of money.
Sadly, yeah, because you just don't... The opportunity to use them, other than a display piece, is basically almost zero 90% of the year. You know, you get that one thing where we have a game or something, and yeah, cool, we can play them for that big game. But outside of that, I mean, we've never even... I don't think we've used them any other thing. I mean, we could do a couple of battles where we just face them off with a load of knights. We could have a night off, both bring a Titan and our knight armies.
We've got knights now between us, haven't we?
We could do that. But actually, odd enough, the one thing we were talking about earlier was terrain is the bit that I think is missing at the moment, because I'm actually on the Warhammer website right now. I've gone into their terrain section. It's really not a lot in there now. I don't know if you've had a look through the terrain section.
Yeah, no, I don't normally. 40k terrain. It's not overly impressive, is it?
Because obviously we were talking about we were talking about battle mats and battle sort of tables, because obviously for the Pockets game we normally have to come up with something slightly larger. So I've got out my old round battle board, which I painted with some, I painted previously with like a textured paint. So actually, it's held up pretty well. So we're gonna use that as a part of our base. However, I thought, I wonder if someone's still got the Realm of Battle board Cityscape, the one the one that had all the city terrain, as one that you could put city terrain on with all the roads on it. And I said to you the other way, 600 quid someone was selling that on eBay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because no one makes them anymore. And it's quite, and I find, as much as it wouldn't be something that I would use every day, it's actually quite a nice piece to have. And I really regret not buying that when it was back, even when it was, I think it was 120 odd £120 I think that you could buy it for, wasn't it, or something silly. It wasn't even that expensive when it was brand new. It might have been 200, but I'm pretty sure it's between 120 and 180 or something like that. I'm fairly certain. But now they're not even, there's not even a mention of them on the website anymore. The only mat they sell is that Battlezone Nachman one there, which comes with the mat for 140 quid, and that's not even a nice mat. It's not even a nice mat.
No, they're not particularly great, are they?
No. But I think that's not even that's their cardboard one as well, isn't it? That's not even like neoprene. That is a cardboard mat. You're paying more for the terrain piece on the top there, and it's 145 quid. I do like their new Aegis though. Their new Aegis defense line looks quite cool.
Yeah. Some of the stuff looks good. I'm looking at I'm just going through the terrain here, and it just seems weird that, for instance, 40k is their biggest seller by far. Yeah, every other game system they have there has got better terrain than 40k.
Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings, some of the stuff of Lord of the Rings is like, wow, that is amazing. Even Adeptus Titanicus has got better terrain than 40k. I'm like, what's going on?
Well, it's like they've done a very eclectic mix to try and do something for each army, but there's no real cohesion in. For instance, I still like the Battlezone, like the Manufactorium and all the other bits they've got there, but they only do that one now.
Yeah,
they don't do all the other ones now at all. No, yet they've kept things like the Sector Mechanicus Sacratism Forge Shrine and the Tide. Well, actually, fair. Most of it looks like it's out of stock anyway. So, and a Webway Gate. I mean, how bizarre. I mean, luckily they've still got the crate set, because that's actually, in my opinion, one of the best sets you can.
Yeah, buy. The crates it's a good buy actually. The crates are well worth that £37.
And also, I do like the Noctilith Crown, which I know you've got just behind you over there. So. You do need to get the Skull Altar, mate.
Yeah, I need to get more terrain. There he is. Chaos Stargate.
That is a cool thing. But what I mean is, it's a shame they haven't got like an additional set to that, where you can buy a.
That's spiky.
You could buy like a city, like a small city's worth of it, But
it's weird because the Kill Team stuff. When they used to do the Kill Team boxes, they used to release like a whole load of city terrain with them. And so you'd be like, actually, I'm going to buy the models, and the terrain is like another key reason I'm going to buy it. Yeah. But now you look at the Kill Team stuff, and the Night Lord and Jakari one, it's just rubbish. You get like a tiny bit of terrain, you're like, oh wow.
Well, they get upgrade kits as well, don't they? That's it. I've seen the Kill Team Killzone upgrade kits, which look really...
but I'm talking about
like terrain. I know. But the one... Was that the one? Which one were you talking about? The Jakari one?
The Jakari
it's
one,
a single piece of terrain.
Yeah, go along. Come on, GW.
Vicky's just sent me something. I'm going to have a quick look, because she's probably found something on eBay. Oh, she's found the Realm Battle board for 150 quid.
Bargain.
Well, Vicky, that ends in 4 days and 15 hours though, so I don't think I'm going to get it for 150. I suspect.
But
we'll have a chat about that later.
Lots of chat about you getting a Titan, and then go through the terrain section and cry at the prices. Yeah, the prices are silly. Like, you can just get 3D paint printed terrain, and it's just as good, if not better, than what GW are offering.
John is asking, how long does your guys' Pockets game last? So it depends what you mean, John. Do you mean how long it takes us to play it, or how long the video normally is? Because they're two very different answers. But I'll give you both just for context. So when we play it, we normally try and do it between to play. Right, well, we normally do it in a day and a half, don't you, Dom? About a day and a half.
Yeah, so what we do, John, this is normally our routine, is on a Friday, I will come over with about 30 boxes of models while Tom just sits about.
I've done
I'll
nothing in
unpack
preparation at
everything.
all. Don't worry about it. I'm just
And
yeah.
basically, I think, well, for argument's sake, Tom, I'll do my army video here and then pack it all up.
100% do that, please.
A lot quicker.
Yeah.
So basically, Friday evening, we'll set the battlefield up if Tom hasn't done that already. We'll lay the objectives out, and then we'll probably do deployment on Friday night.
Yeah, that's normal.
And then we'll play all the way through Saturday. Now, what it speaks volumes about mine and Tom's relationship is that we can probably get through at least 15,000 points in a day.
3 to 4 turns we can do in a day if we're slick about it. Yeah.
But I think on this one it's going to take us 2 days or a day and a half to play.
A day and a bit. A day and a bit.
Yeah.
I think we'll just be. I think it will be more the tiredness will probably knock us out by the end of day one. I think there'll come a point when it gets to like 6. Plus, Dom will have to get home for various parental responsibilities. And then that's when I essentially fix the game in the evenings for me to win the following day while he's not there.
Yeah, those wound counters shoot back up. A couple more men back in the squad. About a few inches forward, everyone.
It's my go in the morning. Better make sure I'm in charge distance.
But I'm sure you'll agree, Tom, that like in our apocalypse games, or generally with apocalypse games, the first 2 to 3 turns are the long turns 100%. That are kind of like you're poof, getting those casualties, and slowly the model count's dwindling, people are getting into combat, objectives are getting scored, and then after like turn 4, turn 5 is really more of a clear up kind of operation where you've still got some ongoing fights. You realise at some point that squad that you've kind of thought about, it's not actually going to do anything.
No.
Like, you've spent 300 points on this amazing squad that's essentially you've deployed in the wrong area or sat at the back, and they're not going to be able to do anything. No. But it's really like we love Apocalypse.
It's one of the better aspects and the most forgotten parts of 40k, in my opinion. Also, if you were interested, John, that was our latest one from, I think it was 2021. 2021? I want to say 2021. Feels like a long time ago, mate.
We're so old.
Yeah, it was December 2022. That's what. Also, I will put in this one as well because this was also from the same year because we did 2 that year, didn't we? Because we had the we had the big one. Yeah, that was September, that one. So I'm going to put both of these. Are the 2 latest ones. They're both very different in their own right because one's involving lots of different armies, one's involving our core armies. Obviously, it's all on our YouTube channels. Just go check it out. I mean, there's a playlist just for Apocalypse for games. And you can go back to some of our early ones when we weren't really very good at doing anything. And then we come to our latest ones when we still aren't very good at doing anything.
That is very true.
There's also one in there with Winter's SEO as well. If you go down enough, we had a little mini scrap with him back in 8th edition.
Yeah, we did. We did indeed.
So that was 2018, by the way, Don.
8th edition. Goodness.
And our first Apocalypse game that went up was, ironically, Black Templars versus Night Lords. No, that's
you played. I never saw that one actually, Tom. I was thinking about that the other day.
Oh, I've forgotten.
War Venom.
That was it. Yes, sorry. Because he's not been around very recently. Actually, he used to come and watch the streams now and then. But and then there was the Tyranid one. I think there are some other ones. But I think this might just be the ones that made it in the list and that we put in the playlist basically.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting to get what, sorry? Starting to get.
Sorry, I'm still looking at pictures of the Chaos Reaver. I think as well what I like about Apocalypse, and I think generally, not just playing, but that's what I like about watching it. When normal battle reports are very much kind of along the lines of these are the new models. This is a fun game. It could be a bit of more of a competitive twist to it. But I think with Apocalypse, there's a lot more narrative and a lot more hobby and passion about it.
Yeah.
That sometimes you are missing out on when you have a normal game. And it's fine. Every game's got its own purpose. And I think Apocalypse is a big event. It's this big thing that's coming up that you can kind of get yourself like hyped and sorted. Because you don't go to that much prep. Like not even that is almost no prep at all. But you don't go through that just for a normal game. You just put your models in a box and go, I'll go play a game. rather than
That
get
is
everything
a
out and work out.
mission, you know. And the only, honestly, I would more than happily come over to Dom's, but he just doesn't have the space to host the game in his studio, and I don't think it would
I
be
did
too
an apocalypse
appreciated.
game.
Yeah.
I did an apocalypse game in here with it's called mediocre wargaming now. It's Blood Angels versus Chaos.
Okay, yeah. A bit tight, was it, or was that before you did your reboard?
It was a bit tight.
Yeah.
It was kind of lengthways along the room, and there was a bit of ducking under the table to get out at one point. But it was a fun game anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to do that now. Maybe.
Maybe.
A bit of a twist.
You could use the edge of the room. You could put some boarding out to make it a kind of a full 360 experience.
I've just really got to wait for the wife and kids to go away. Kids to go away for the weekend. And you can come over and have a massive apocalypse game.
Yeah, we're doing the garden.
Yeah,
I love Garden Hammer. To be fair, we have done Garden Hammer as well.
we have. Yeah, on our Instagram, there's a couple of pictures of our garden hammer. It was a lot of fun. Definitely want to get more done this year.
Yes. But anyway, I think we're probably about there for tonight, Dom. I think
we are
we've
indeed.
done a good little hour
guys, thank you very much for tonight.
Yes.
Sorry it's a bit late, but hopefully we've all got some good hobby done. Apocalypse is coming.
And don't forget to do your entries for the next couple of weeks, guys, because 14th, Tuesday the 14th, make sure it's ready.
Yep, definitely.
You know what you need to do. And obviously, I'm Tom.
And I'm Dom.
And we're both Black Toe Studio. It's been a pleasure to speak to you this evening, and we will see you very soon.
Take care.